For me, I want to say the photo with my mother, the photo with my son, and the photo of us, husband and wife. And when I'm walking down to him, I think, to capture that moment, I'm like, I would like to see his face.
My name is Fred Bright. I am marrying Maria Teresa Cristancho on November 9th, 2024.
My name is Maria Cristancho. I will be blissfully getting married to a wonderful man. His name is Frederick David Bright, and I can't wait. I met Fred at the Harbor Beach Marriott in Fort Lauderdale in a day that it was totally unplanned, and I didn't really want to go. I was invited to a real estate convention, and I was very hesitant because I really didn't know that I wanted to be there. But I hesitated, and then I spoke to a friend of mine. Her name is Sabna. She's a very close friend of mine, actually one of the bridesmaids. And on my way to Fort Lauderdale, because I used to live in Coral Gables, I passed by her house and I said, I really don't want to go. And she said, oh, no, you need to go because I think something's waiting for you there. And when I got there, I went to the convention, and I was walking on the beach the same day, and I was asking God, what the heck am I doing here? And I walked back, and I was really hungry, and I was trying to find a place to eat. So I just don't know if I can order something, take it to my room, or maybe eat it outside. And she said, no, just hang out and go to the bar, because there's a wonderful guy there that he can help you. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I don't drink. I don't want a bar. I don't want to drink anything. I just want to eat something like a salad. She's like, no, just go. He's going to help you. And I walked up to the bar, and there he was.
Bless the loving companions, Fred and Maria.
So I remember it was around dusk, at about 7 o'clock. It was getting dark, warm out. And she came in with a bathing suit and a wrap. It didn't look inappropriate at all. We're a resort on the beach, so it's not unusual to see people walking around with a lot less. And she was a little hesitant, kind of, I want to sit, I don't, can I sit down and get some food? And I showed her the menu. She's a big fan of octopus. And we had a brilliant chef, Adrian, there at the time, who made one of the best octopus I've ever had.
Sure was.
So she ordered octopus, and I convinced her to stay. And we had a nice conversation, and I'm a professional. I would never, quote, hit on a woman at my bar. There's enough people on the other side to make women uncomfortable. We had a great conversation, and then the next night we had another shorter conversation, and then the third day when you left, we had a longer conversation. And she gave me her card, and I called her that week. First time I spoke to her, we spoke for 6 hours on the phone. And the same week, we spoke for 7 hours on the phone, so I got to know her. That's why I think we do well.
The first thing that attracted me to Fred was the fact that he did not move his eyes from here down. Because I was wearing a bathing suit and a little wrap, and it's the first guy that didn't scan me. And that to me was just like, wow, this guy's just sitting in front of me, he's just staring at me and having a conversation eye to eye. The second thing that attracted me to him was his character. Of course, his beautiful eyes, but that would be physical. And spiritual is just the way he thinks about other people, his charismatic way, his generous way, the way he spoke about his mom and his sister, how he was always there for his sister when they were the most difficult time in her life. And that connected me to him because I had gone through that myself. And the way he shared that moment that he was there for his nephew and his niece and his sister was incredibly, it just gave me a sense that he has a huge heart. So that to me was awesome.
So what attracted me to Maria was the beautiful smile I'm seeing right now, right away. When I got to talking to her and hear her open up a little, I just got a sense that she was so different than any other woman I ever met. She has an inner peace about her in the middle of a storm. When I met her, she worked in a night shift in a children's hospital emergency room, and I was amazed at the calmness and peace in this woman who works in one of the most stressful environments anybody besides a war zone could live in. And it just inspired me and gave me a perspective on life.
The biggest challenge we both have faced together was during COVID. I feel there has been a couple, so I'll probably just speak of that one, because me working for a hospital was very difficult during COVID, so I didn't really sense what it was to be furloughed or without a job. I was the opposite. I was working around the clock. Fred experienced the opposite. He experienced being furloughed and not working, but the way he just embraced that moment was so beautiful, because he started cooking for my staff and for all the nurses and the doctors in the ER, and he would make all these amazing meals because he's an amazing cook. He would make these meals and bring boxes of food for the ER. It was just awesome to see how he just would bring that warmth and that happiness and that just us working and hustling and having that food there, and the love, the way he made it, because everything was really nicely packed and everything. It was so beautiful. The other challenge I want to say was when my father passed away during COVID. He unfortunately got very sick, and then he got just declined. And during that time, he showed me so much compassion. He showed me so much strength. He was there every second of it. He spoke with my dad with Google Translator, and during the day that he passed, it was just like the incredible strength he gave me, and I just felt like he has come into my life at the right time, because in the most critical times in my life, he has been that bright light of lifting me up, of making me feel, you know, it's tough, but we're gonna be okay, and we're together in this, and I've never felt that. So that, to me, it's pretty awesome.
I remember we took a little midwinter vacation, and we were in Naples at the Ritz-Carlton. I got a good rate through Marriott, and I remember watching the news a little. I looked at the TV and I looked at her and I said, I think our industries are about to get crushed, but in two different ways. And I took a little 5-day vacation. I never went back to work for 8 more months. So I had a lot of time, and I think honestly, the way it worked out was I needed the time to be there for her, and with her dad and her work and her staff. I had 100% of me to give to her. We moved through and we learned and we got better, and every day was a challenge, but we're here today. In 3 weeks, we're gonna be married. The day of the wedding, I'll probably feel a lot of emotions. Is grateful an emotion? I don't know. I think it is. Happy, proud is an emotion. Sad.
Yeah.
Our dads won't be there.
I know. I was trying not to say that, but it's true. My dad's not going to be there. Your dad's not going to be there.
They will.
It's going to be very hard. So there's going to be a lot of emotion for sure. It's going to be my first day doing it right. The day that God is allowing me to just be who I am and be loved for who I am without having to try or even hold back, and marrying someone that chose me for who I am. And in my story, when I wasn't even sure I was going to get married again, I always prayed and I asked God, and if you have someone for me, let you be that person, bring in that person, and show me how to love better each time. So when I met Fred, it was a new love in my life, a new way of loving, experiencing it spiritually. There's gonna be a lot of emotion because it just feels like my first time just doing it right.
I think our wedding symbolizes, to me, inspiration. I think in a tough, crazy world, including a lot of our close people are going through a lot, I just want to inspire people like she inspires me. Give them joy, give them peace, a day of celebrating instead of worrying. I think that's it.
A new life. I know I'm wearing a butterfly sweater for a reason. When Fred met me, I was literally a caterpillar. I was very afraid. I was just in my little caterpillar growing and learning who I am, what I wanted, loving myself, understanding what I want out of life, understanding what I want in a relationship if I had the opportunity again. So I remember him telling me, you're like my little caterpillar, but the day that you'll spread the wings, I want you to fly as high as you want and as free as you want, because our love is going to be the most beautiful love, and I want you to feel free. I don't want you to feel trapped. And I feel that day, it's going to be like a rebirth for me, like a day that I will spread my wings and fly. I'm just going to feel like a butterfly that day.
So I think the memory from the wedding I'll take with me is what you said, the first time I see you walk towards me, and to know that you're finally going to be my bride. And I get to spend the rest of my life with you. I've been imagining that moment since the day you lost your ring in your car.
Yeah. I believe one of the moments that I think I'm going to experience a lot of emotion, it's my son, because my father passed away and he's not going to be there, so I'm going to miss him a lot. But my son is going to be the one walking with me, so that's something I'll never forget. That's going to be living with me forever.
I promise to keep trying to get better, to do my best for you. I might stumble sometimes, I might mess up, I might say the wrong thing. It'll happen, but I want to learn from it, I want to get better. I always want to just be there for you and keep pushing, and I always want to make sure that you know I've been through a lot, we're going to be through things, we never know what the future holds, but I'll always keep pushing forward for you and try to be as strong as you need me to be.
I promise you to keep growing with you and to explore something together and build something together for a future, and to continue to travel and to continue to just hold those moments and be in the moment, and to continue to learn about each other, because I think that this is just the beginning, and continue to support each other in every way.
Let's party.